With the Premier League returning this week and Chelsea facing Leicester City at their home ground this Saturday, early kickoff. Obviously, this is not the preview of the Chelsea versus Leicester City, which my preview will be dropping exactly tomorrow. But first of all, today we'll be discussing about things that has been happening around the club. A few weeks ago we had talks of players being out injured. Before the Arsenal match, there were talks of Kopama, who withdrew from the England squad because of he was injured, and Romeo Lavia as well, who returned early from the international break because of injury. And some injury has furthermore surfaced online today. Some news about some of the players who we think were injured, not being injured. Some contract extension talks. That's what we'll be discussing in this video. But first of all, welcome back to the channel. This is Papi Knows Football. On this channel I give you Chelsea news especially, and I talk about other football related stuff. If warrants talking about, I discuss about it as well. So do me a favor, like this video. 20 likes goes a long way to telling the algorithm that we are doing something right here, and at the end of the video you like what I'm doing here. I want to see more of me, and I actually have a target to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and I don't even think that's possible anymore. But you know what to do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, help us get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So let's get to the news. So reports has it that Chelsea are planning to offer a pay rise to Madueke and Malo Gusto, who has been impressed so far this term. You get me? So Malo Gusto, who came from Olympiacos Lyon. That's the correct option. Yeah, Olympiacos Lyon, and Noni Madueke, who is signed on a winter transfer 2022-2023. I'm not really sure how the win there again from PSV, who has I think they are on long-term contract. Obviously, we don't give 4 or 5 years contract, we give like 7, 8. You get me? So more of a jail sentence. You get the fact. So it looks like they are going to be getting improved offers because their salary is relatively low. We go on this low salary vibes. We pay players lower salary and stuff. So there have been talks of contract extension, and potential pay rise, like the likes of Nicholas Jackson and Kopama, which we are the last 2 people who their contract was extended and given a pay rise in the past few months. I think we are seeing similar trend for Malo Gusto and Noni Madueke, who have been, I think, so far so good. They have been really been good generally. Even though I think we should start. They have been really good generally. They have been good. They have been good, and I think there warrants the pay rise and contract extension as well. You get me? So there are talks of them their contracts being extended. But furthermore, we'll be moving on to a man who we haven't heard of. We haven't seen him play for a while now, Ben Chilwell. So it looks like a multiple reports even from the last summer window of Fernandez being interested. A lot of clubs have been rumors. With it, like I said, the transfer market being shut down, it doesn't really mean that the transfer market is over, because there are still deals going behind the scenes. You get me? So reports has it that Juventus are interested in signing Ben Chilwell, comes in the wake of the Joan Cabal injury, which has left a significant void in the team's backline. Obviously, like you can see, Ben Chilwell is not part of Enzo Maresca's plan, long-term plan, short-term plan. He's not in it. He has barely get minutes this season. We know the kind of player he is, but I think his whole injury crisis, his whole injury history, has a very, very terrible injury history, Ben Chilwell, and he cannot be relied upon. Maybe that's one of the reasons that Enzo Maresca wants him out, and there are talks of him not suiting his system as well. You get me? He like his fullbacks, playing as inverting, and maybe sometimes sitting back and playing as a centre back as well. And Ben Chilwell is not that type of profile. You get me? He's more of a natural wing backs, fullbacks who runs up and down the wings. Make crosses and stuff. He's more of an attacking fullback, and I think someone like Chilwell will go in a Manchester United new system with Robert Amorim. He's going to slot him perfectly. We have seen him in that position and he played well. And I think Juventus plays same, because they, their new manager Thiago Motta, who plays exciting football, very very good manager, you get me. And they have one of the strongest backline in Europe, you get me. We have one of the strongest backline in Europe, so we just have to see what happens to Ben Chilwell in the next few months. Obviously the winter market is going to open very 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 soon, and we'll see what happens. So within a few weeks ago against Arsenal, we saw Cole Palmer limping off the pitch. Report that he's injured and his potential withdrawal from the England squad, you get me. And we have likes of Lavia, who returned from the international break because of his hamstring problem, and the coach saying they don't want to risk it. So furthermore, this afternoon reporters came in and said that Cole Palmer and Romeo Lavia are in Chelsea training after missing their respective international through injury. And I'm very very happy, you get me, because I was like already thinking of how are we going to do about some players returning late, and Romeo Lavia, who has been one of the significant part of our team this season, you get me, and Cole Palmer as well. I think would have been a very very big miss against Leicester City, which I think they'll be calling for blood when we go against them this Saturday. And the early kickoff vibe, when you have early kickoff, you know what happens during early kickoff. But the last time we had early kickoff, which was against West Ham, we absolutely smashed them, you get me. So I'm actually hoping for the same thing. But we'll be talking about the preview in the next video. But it looks like Romeo Lavia and Cole Palmer are back, which I'm very very happy. So it looks like they will be involved. They are training today. They trained today, and it looks like they'll be involved against Leicester City in an early kickoff. I'll be facing against them, you get me. So it looks like they're back, and I'm very happy, and it's going to be a very very big boost to the team. And it looks like Enzo Fernandez and Moses Caicedo, I think they came back as well. They trained with the team today. There are talks of them, maybe they might not play on Saturday against Leicester City, because them coming back and stuff. But it looks like they're back already, and they're training already, and it looks like we don't have nothing to worry about actually with both of them, you get me. So they're back as well. So someone who will be having something to worry about is Reece James, you get me. Reece James, man. Reece James, I think this is, man, I don't know, man. Reporters claim that breaking news: Reece James is injured with a minor hamstring problem and is out for the trip to Leicester City, says Maresca. Now I don't know, this brother keep getting injured. Like, what? He literally didn't play. Did he get injured while training? I don't know he keeps getting injury up and down. Like, he just returned from an injury, you get me. He just returned from an injury. But thank God, I think Enzo Maresca said as well that he's going to be available for Aston Villa, the Aston Villa match, which we are going to be facing next week after the Leicester City match, you get me. So that's why, maybe it's not something serious, maybe they are taking precautions and stuff. But man, anytime I see Reece James injured, my heart cuts, you get me. My heart cuts, you get me. So that's all for now. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you at the Chelsea versus Leicester City match preview. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you next one. You go be.